even other men, if they cheated on God, I mean, yo, what are you talking about? God has been cheated on so fairly. I mean, what are you talking about? Don't eat from this tree. And they say, well, the devil said, they cheated the commandment that's given. So how can you prevent somebody from doing something impulsively, accidentally, chronically, or challengingly, or, no, you can't. You can prevent yourself from cheating. You can tell yourself that out of my value, there are some things I'm not going to do. If I don't like a relationship, I'll step out and move on with another person. Even that, even with yourself, it's not 100% guarantee that you will not do it. No. Whoever tells you we can prevent it. Human beings are not Robocop. They are not robots. They are not toys. They are human beings. They have reasoning. If somebody decides in their mind to do something, how dare you go say they should stop? What are you going to do to them? What exactly? They really.
So, lady, how do we deal with a cheating partner in a relationship and in marriage?
Okay, first off, let's understand that cheating, when people cheat on a relationship, they don't first cheat on you, they cheat on themselves. It is the two of us that made a vow, or it's the two of us that said that we are going this journey.
But there are some common reasons that provoke cheating.
There are also people who are chronic cheaters. There's no reason. So on top of my mind, I don't have my notes. So on top of my mind, if I talk about cheaters, I take you through a category of cheaters. Now we have a first group of cheating called the impulse cheating. Impulse cheating is when it wasn't planned but happens in the moment of weakness. For instance, you probably go and visit an ex, and in a moment of weakness, and because he knows that the two of you have had a past before, he knows your weak points, and press you, and then it happens. It's not a planned thing, it's an impulse action, and it happens. It becomes just a one-time thing. And yet when we come back to confess, people who does impulse cheating do confess after us that, okay, this is what happened, and then the other partner, let me not use mature. If he's not able to manage the pain, consider that as cheating, and that's the end of the relationship. It's an impulse. It just happened out of the blues in the moment of weakness. Impulse. There's also another cheating called the blackmail cheating, where, for instance, people blackmail you to go to bed with them to be able to gain a service. If you don't sleep with me, I'm not giving you the job. If you don't, before you met the lady, she had to sleep with the boss to get a job. And so we started a relationship, and there's a way he has to maintain the job that she has, and that's like continually sleeping with the boss. So before you realize, cheating is happening, but it started with a seed of blackmail. So there's also that, blackmail kind of cheating. There's also what we call the chronic cheater. There's nothing wrong. There's not an impulse. Nothing has done anything. They are just there. They don't understand why they have to stay with one woman or one man. Their mindset is wrong. They just want to move, and that's it. Chronic cheating could actually be demonic. It could be inherited. There's some people, when you get into the family, the father has 10 children everywhere. The uncles have 10 children everywhere. The man, it is like an altar that is in the family. It's chronic. And chronic cheating could also be a curse. Some people have been accursed, they can't stay with one person. That is chronic cheating. And then we have the challenge cheating. Challenge cheating is what you want to talk about, where things happen. Maybe we fight a lot. You don't do that. You don't do that. That's the reason why people step out of the marriage or step out of the relationship to go and do what they go and do. You provoke something, you did provoke them to do, what they want to do. So challenge cheating is the most common conversation when we're talking about cheating. People have not dug into the wisdom of the criteria of cheatings. So everything feels like it has to be provoked. Not every cheater was provoked. So let me stay with where you brought me, that I think is challenge cheating. So when people cheat on you, have it at the back of your mind first, they cheated on themselves. If we are married, And if we stood before the altar and said that we are going to stay together, blah, 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 we had God in them. And so first off, they were not faithful to God. They were not faithful to themselves before they are not faithful to you and what you people are building. So don't jump to even take God's position, because they have jumped to other authorities, including themselves, to do whatever they are doing. And so when people cheat on you, just have it at the back of your mind that they just didn't cheat on you first. They cheated on themselves, and they cheated on the God that they stood in front to make that commitment. That is if you're married. If not, if it's a relationship that you're having, you just have to understand that they cheated on themselves first before they cheated, on you. 2, you can't force somebody to be faithful. No. You can't force somebody to be faithful. There are people who want to be faithful and they stay faithful. There are people who have all the provocations that have made other people step out of their relationship, and yet they stayed. There are people who also couldn't stay the provocation. So my third reason might be that when people cheat on you, ask yourself, what did I do wrong? How did I contribute to the cheating? What did I do wrong in the relationship that asks the person to take the other day, the other way round? So when you look at all of these things, you understand, cheating quite better.
Well, so then let's look at the signs of a cheating partner.
Communication is broken when they don't talk to you really much, or communication is suddenly extreme. So cheating has 2 extremes. It's either communication is broken extremely, or suddenly communication is way too much. Communication is way too much because they're getting your mind busy, so that your mind wouldn't go on the other things that they are doing. They treat you extra nice. Everything is super duper okay. Things that the person's supposed to be angry with, they said, okay, that's fine. It means that they are sharing your attention with somebody, because then they don't waste their time to argue with you. The change is swift.
So does it mean dissatisfaction in our current relationship can influence cheating?
Yes. If somebody is not satisfied, and you see, too many things we do that make people do what the things that they do. What we buy is not what we take home. And when we take home, we take the wrapper off, it was all packaging and branding. I didn't ask a baller, but from the beginning you thought it was a year till emotional trigger comes inside. That's how come sometimes I say that take it easy with the sex, because Charlie, when the sex thing comes inside, the emotional is all open, and then we are doing things that we are not supposed to do. And so it's lack of satisfaction, lack of communication, lack of common vision, lack of adjustment from our side, lack of respect. I'd always say this: men don't need love. Men, they don't need love. They don't understand love. The love of a woman, man don't understand. The love of a woman is caring, attention, calling all the time, checking up on you, buying flowers. Men don't understand that. Men only understand respect, and that is love for them. Once you respect a man, he knows that you love him. He just say, yes, sir. Whether they are wrong, he say, yes, sir. And then later on, you find a way to talk about it. And once you do that, they feel that you love them. So once we don't get these things, you think that, okay, I'm getting familiar with him. He and I have had 2 rounds and all of that, so I'm going to treat him anyhow. You are losing the relationship. Women women also don't understand respect as necessarily love. They understand the care. You call me 3 times, you do that one, you ask me how my day went, you are there for me. And so lack of we understanding languages, the love languages, the spectacle of love, we don't get it. It could also bring cheating. Again, another reason is the things we look out for in our perfect person. You have some things you want to look out for in a perfect partner. Truth of the matter is that you're not going to find one person that has it all. You find somebody that has, even 6, you have somebody that has 4. And then you later discover the 2B somewhere. So if you don't take care, you'll be attracted to the 2 that is somewhere, because you think that you need that 2 to support the 4 that you already have at home. And that's wrong. That's wrong. So too many things go into the factor of cheating.
All right, so let's look at how social media and our culture influence cheating in our marriages and the
Oh,
relationship?
social media, yes, came to expose. Social media really didn't bring cheating loud. It just came to expose us because now we don't have to. Before, you have to drive out before you see a fine girl and chat with a person, and the environment. Everyone knows that you have a wife at home, so you are not able to talk to the person. But now with social media on your phone, you just click and here we can boom boom. You send a WhatsApp message. They've changed exchange contact. You talk and talk and talk, and then we've done this thing.
I think I should have even added dating apps.
Dating apps, yes. Dating apps, a lot of this dating apps. So, it came to expose that we can be in our room and then we are cheating. Do you know cheating is not just sexual exchange? You can cheat on somebody's time. There's a time cheating. The time that I'm supposed to spend with you, if you are doing that on the phone, you are cheating on me with the time. Do you understand? So it is a lot, society now has this mindset. They don't. Those days when we're growing up, when you go after somebody's husband, you dare not talk about it. You are so ashamed. But today's society don't see anything wrong with it. You go after somebody's husband and their moms are okay. I know a lady who has dated a married man for 11 years. And the mother of the lady has always supported the man, supported the relationship. And that's crazy. You can't do that when we're growing up. But today, perverseness is the order of the day. So, yes, all of these things contribute to cheating.
How does emotional connection also influence cheating? Lack of emotional connection.
Yeah, like I said, you see, relationship can have a one-way connect. You have to understand that if I'm going to get married to you, we are going to disconnect at some point. So I told a friend of mine that the love, the emotion thing in marriage by 6 months is over. The rest is the fear of God and focus and what is driving the two of us. And so yes, you have to fuel the connection. It doesn't grow automatically. It is there, but if you don't fuel it, if you don't, challenge it, if you don't take care of it, it will just die off as it is. And once it's died off, because of social media, there's also another person who is sparking the fire somewhere for your partner, and then partner is right there with the person.
Then your partner is right there with the person. How do we identify potential cheaters when they are coming our way?
Yeah, they are potential cheaters. There are people who are potentially cheaters, like chronic cheaters.
Yes, just like, as you rightly said, just like you said, they are chronic cheaters.
How do we notice them? I think sometimes they are too good to be true.
Because I believe it's better to prevent it than let it happen.
So my lawyer told me that if it's too good to be true, you got to be careful. Somebody who is like perfect, like flawlessly perfect, like they know everything, they are in charge, everything is fine with them. Watch out for those people who don't really let themselves. I think that with cheaters, you have to get into it before because they come wrapped in good guys sometimes, or in good girls sometimes. Yeah.
Self-esteem, can it influence cheating?
Oh yes.
How?
If the partner has a low self-esteem and you don't help them, if you rub their low self-esteem in their face all the time, if you bully them with your high self-esteem, they'll eventually look out for a place where they think that they need to be celebrated. Nobody wants to be tolerated anyways. So if my self-esteem is low, for instance, and I'm going out with you, and you have a very high self-esteem, you keep telling me that, you've got no self-esteem, you are this, you are that. The moment I meet somebody who, even in my low self-esteem, makes me feel that, well, we are going to get better together, you know what, we are going to read books, you know what, it's going to be better, we are going to build it together and all of that, I think that person will take my attention comparatively to you, that you rub it in my face that, I'm not good enough. Again, if the partner has a very high self-esteem and you can't catch up, you feel that he boss you so much. Do you understand? So you also would want to be with somebody who probably have a higher self-esteem or higher status. That's the word. I want to be with somebody who has a PhD. I want to be with somebody who has traveled. I want to be with somebody who has done the things that I have done. So if you don't have the same exposure with your partner, there's a high possibility that they are going to roll with people, at their level.
this is how we end this discussion. But before we go, I'll ask, can we prevent this cheating? Can we prevent a partner from cheating?
No.
So there's nothing we can do about it.
No. Whoever tells you we can prevent it. Human beings are not Robocop. They are not robots. They are not toys. They are human beings. They have reasoning. If somebody decide in their mind to do something, how dare you go say they should stop? What are you going to do to them? What exactly? They really, even Adam and Eve, they cheated on God. I mean, yo, what are you talking about? God has been cheated on so fairly. I mean, what are you talking about? Don't eat from this tree. And they say, well, the devil said, they cheated the commandment that's given. So how can you prevent somebody from doing something impulsively, accidentally, chronically, or challengingly, or, No, you can't. You can prevent yourself from cheating. You can tell yourself that out of my value, there are some things I'm not going to do. If I don't like a relationship, I'll step out and move on with another person. Even that, even with yourself, it's not 100% guarantee that you will not do it. So you try to run away from it, and you don't judge people's situation because you've not been there. Do you understand? You can train yourself not to take that direction, but you can't prevent the other person. If it is, maybe I wouldn't love to go out in the night now. I wouldn't love to drink alcohol. I wouldn't love to do certain things because it might make me cheat, on my relationship. I wouldn't like to talk to a lot of male friends and all of that because I know myself. Do you understand? So I can put that restrictions on myself, but I can't put that on my other partner. No, I can't do that.
You can do that on your other partner. And Pastor, thank you very much for your time. It has been my pleasure having you on the show. Thank you. I hope to see you
again and again and again.